Jefferson County leaders say ever since the start of recreational marijuana sales in Montana, back at the beginning of 2022, they've been looking at the possibility of creating a local option tax on those sales here in the county. And they say that now was the time it made the most sense to ask voters whether they want to take that step.
You know, if it was a couple $100 a month to start with, is that really worth the effort to put it on the ballot and bring in that little bit of tax base to offset it? And the growth of the marijuana sales nowadays is to where it's substantial enough that it was worth the effort to have that reward.
Corey Kirsch chairs the Jefferson County Commission. Earlier this year, they approved two measures to go on the ballot for the November election. One would place a 3% tax on adult use marijuana sales, and the other would do the same for medical sales.
So if they want to tax one, they can tax one and not the other. Gives them a good choice on what they can tax.
Currently, 28 of Montana's 56 counties allow recreational marijuana sales, but Jefferson County is one of only two, along with Glacier County, that haven't yet put a local option tax on those sales. The Montana Department of Revenue reports there are now two dispensaries in Jefferson County, one in Boulder and one in Whitehall. The department says from last July to this June, they made almost $650,000 in recreational sales and $88,000 in medical sales. An overall 3% tax would have raised about $22,000 on that, split between the county and the cities. Kirsch says if voters approve the tax, they're looking to direct the funding to support things like mental health response. One idea is a program to connect sheriff's deputies to additional support when they're dealing with someone in a mental health crisis.
It helps the deputies work through those situations and hopefully talk those folks down so they don't have to be hauled into a bigger facility and just get them leveled out. That maybe all they need is just to talk to somebody that's good at talking to them about that stuff. So we're looking at that service now, and it does cost money, and if we can get some of this tax to offset that cost, that's wonderful, and that's what it's for.
This isn't the only place in Montana where residents will be voting on marijuana taxes this year. In Custer County, voters will decide whether to allow adult use sales and also whether to put a local option tax on all marijuana sales. In Boulder, Jonathan Amberian, MTN News.